Hey Capricorn. Notice anything different? I may or may not have gotten my nose done. May or may not have switched up my makeup. Or this may or may not be a prop from Sun Rose Garden because that's where I'm doing my readings from. I am doing the mid-month projection. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus, anything that has a Capricorn in it, see what governs it and see what it's about. Also check out your other astrological points because it creates this really awesome story. So, if this resonates, or even if it doesn't resonate, you can put it in the comments. You can ask for clarification. You can always book your own personal reading. Find me on all social platforms. Reach out. Let me know what's up. And I hope that this has been so far a wonderful New Year's for you. This is for January, mid-January, moving forward, 2019. Let's see what this is about. And we're going to start this off with archetypes. So I have a Capricorn rise. That is how I think the world sees me. And I don't know, it's kind of, I want to say pragmatic, I don't know. But see how this marries for you. Don't hang on to the titles of archetypes because it has a lot of funky names. There's 80 cards in here. So yeah, we're not hooking on to the names. We have healer, we have rescuer, we have athlete. But you know, these are fine. But there's names like vampires and prostitute and martyr. Yeah, those aren't fun. Well, not fun titles, it's what's underneath that counts. Such is life, eh? Scribe. Okay, so my Capricorns, my Cappies, my beloveds. No, I want this one too. Not sure why. Let's see what's up. Gossip. Who are you talking smack about? Probably no one. Let's see what the substance is underneath. Okay, we have gossip, scribe, athlete, healer, and rescuer. So provide strength and support to others in crisis. Acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Great job. Passion to serve others by repairing the mind, body, and spirit. The ability to help transform pain into healing. Use what is seen as a weakness or what was seen as a weakness into your ultimate strength. You are a huge catalyst for self-growth and self-repair, and it is awesome. Dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, strength, and spirit. Going the distance, again with the Cake song, you know, I think that was 1994. A great year for alternative. Yeah, I love alternative rock. I listen to everything, but it's one of my favorites. All right, preserving knowledge and information. Awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. So, people come to you in confidence. They feel like they can bare their soul to you, which is absolutely wonderful and true, and that is very much something to be honored and that you have been honoring. And you don't hold these things over their head. It is a huge freedom. You cause people to actualize their own inner tools for their own personal mind, body, and spirit growth. And it is being a huge catalyst in their own development. You are an epicenter of healing, and it's not because you are focused on it. It's because you are embracing your healing qualities in yourself and loving yourself for the imperfect beauty that you are. So this, like I said at the beginning of this, you are looking at your strengths, building on those, and you're taking what you see as a weakness and strengthening that muscle and using that to the best of your ability. That's actually really cool. There is no weakness in you or no perceived weakness. There's vulnerability, but that is an actual really strong strength to show. A lot of people see vulnerability as a weakness in the armor. No, that is something that is protecting, and that is to display such a raw sense of emotion and fear and trusting that no one's going to hurt it. That takes guts to show. So what are some shadow attributes of this? Now, I'm not accusing you of doing anything, Capricorn. I'm not saying that you are going to do this. But as you move through this, be mindful of assuming that the rescued will reciprocate. Don't turn into a business transaction. Yes, what you put out comes back to you, but it shows itself in different ways, and it has the same gravity to it. Don't expect something and expect the exact same thing in return. It could happen that way, but you can't hold it to that. So another shadow attribute is taking advantage of those who are in need, failing to care for oneself, and then misuse of athletic abilities for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement, altering facts or plagiarizing others' works, thriving on the power of passing on private or secret information, portraying confidence. Don't let your character come into question. If someone tells you something, again, I'm not accusing you of this, as long as it is not something that is harmful or to themselves or others, then that is information that you should, you know, just be trusted with. People don't have to question on, you know, whether you're going to hold something over their head or not. And you know, the more you have to sell yourself to a person, the more that the quality of the product goes down. It speaks for itself. All the work that you've done, all your integrity speaks for itself. And you just completely putting that on display and not trying to sell it to anyone is a huge key point for you. So let your review speak for itself. And again, what you set out, it comes back to you, but in different forms. So just be in accepting mode. Be in the law of non-attachment and see what wonderful things come your way. You don't need to expect it, just know that it's coming your way. So I hope that made sense, Capricorn. This is what came out. Heart and communication. Let's see. Don't worry about the cards coming out upside down. This is about how the story marries as a whole. It's always how the story marries as a whole. We have breathe, serendipity. What else? I want change in the wind, time for a nap. How have you guys been riding the purge? I have been feeling tired, but I haven't really been able to sleep. So I know that I'm gonna just really drag my feet through the mud on this. It's not fun, and I'm trying to sleep. It's just not possible. Okay, so this actually speaks to me too. So, all right, you're gonna keep going around in circles till you learn the damn lesson. Stop resisting. And you know what? You're ready for the change. You're just waiting for, well, you're watching synchronistic events, 4-leaf clover, a lot of luck happening. But listen to your body. If you need rest, rest. This is an opportunity to connect to yourself on the 5D, the higher self, and bring down that passion for life. Know which general direction you are going in with this change happening, and no one else can live your life for you, but you are never alone in this. Don't act as if you're alone. You are approaching a finish line. You can reach out to others in your community. You don't have to keep going around in circles, but you have got to stop resisting this change and sticking in something just because it's comfortable. I mean, just because it's predictable. Even if something's predictable, it doesn't mean that it's healthy or right for you. Breathe. Let life flow through you. You can hang on loosely. That's a 1980s song. Put it in the comments, but just hold on loosely and don't let me lose control. I don't know. You know, you probably know the lyrics. But rest, treat your body well, face those little bits of shadow self that come about for you. And when you clear that platform, when you realize and act as if you are not standing alone in this life, you can live your own life, but you are never alone in this. And illuminate what you see to be a shadow self of you. It really reignites and brings down the passion in your life. And again, this is massively intuitive for you. Get into the flow state. That is a really key point for you, Capricorn. So, my beloved Capricorns, this is what's coming into play for you. Stop resisting. Whenever I see regeneration, especially in reverse, it's like stop resisting, and this is rebirth. You don't get a choice in it. It's cycles in life, and it's all about your wisdom and ascension. You're kicking so much arse. I like saying arse. I like replacement swears. I think it's great. All right. Okay, let's see. Where do we want to go next? I want to go with love. So we're going to look at single and looking reconciliations and already established partnerships. Soulmate. Keep an open mind. I always tell people, you know, you can have the general list, you know, not dealing with abusive people or people who break you down in any sort of way, but don't hold someone to this checklist. Otherwise, superficial checklist. So we're looking at single and looking, already established partnerships, and reconciliation. Got soulmate, keep an open mind, religious factors, Give your relationship a chance, calling in your soulmate, and divine timing. So if you're single and looking, then you're coming across someone and going through a spiritual awakening, much like you are, but it looks different because, well, that's just kind of how, I mean, no two stories are alike. They're similar, no two stories are the same. They're similar, but not the same, because there's over 8 billion ways to live a life. So it is going to be compatible. It's going to be something that has longevity and can go the distance, but be compassionate with each other, because you both are riding this mind, body, and spirit emotional purge and spiritual awakening. So they're going to be different. Give them a chance. You've been calling them in. This is what you've wanted. Don't reject it just because it comes in different wrapping and you're uncertain of it. This is better than you expect. This is divine timing at play. If this is talking about reconciliations, then the counterpart in this is being drop kicked through a spiritual awakening. They could probably have there could be a huge age gap, different belief patterns, different upbringings, all those things, because, well, that's how these things go. There's going to be differences. There's going to be things where you butt heads, but it doesn't take away from the compatibility. It's taking out the ego of it. There's ego, and then there's healthy ego. Healthy ego is good to have. You're losing the superficial ego in this. And, well, they're being completely stripped of it. So divine timing is at play. Yes, this person is coming back into play. They're going to be totally different. Don't hold them to old constructs that you had initially met them under, and give them a chance. Hear what they have to say. And again, this is always an opportunity for closure, or to actually express that longevity. And if this is talking about already established partnerships, then there's so much love and connection there. You guys have to be compassionate with each other, because again, this awakening going on, this mind, body, and spirit purge, it is not easy, but you both are experiencing it. It just looks different. So give them the space to grow and change, because you deserve the same. You guys are going through this huge overhaul, and it's another time to fall back in love with yourself, back in love with each other, and everything is happening in divine timing. So don't rush each other. Don't demand that each other show up and be 100%. I mean, show up and be your best, but sometimes that best is only like at a 20%. You guys, there's so much love there, but there has to be compassion for this overhaul happening. It's going to be so much better on the other side of this, I promise you. And this is divinely kind and inspired, so I hope that made sense. Well, Capricorn, this has been your mid-month projection. Make sure you check out your other astrological points, and whether or not something resonates, put it in the comments, reach out in personal message, and find me on social platforms. So I'll see you for February's projection. And until then, stay safe, have fun. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye, Capricorn.